parents used to tell this story a long time ago when they had just started dating, and Mom was at U of T and she had had a truly awful day. Everything had gone wrong, it was pouring down rain, and she was so upset, and she called Dad and he said, "Don't worry, I'm making a pot of spaghetti. I will come pick you up, we'll have some dinner, it will be okay." And that was just a really nice story that they told of a time when Dad had really stepped up and took care of Mom. And a couple years ago, I was at McMaster and I was having a truly awful day. And so I called Stephen and said, "Oh, everything's horrible, blah, blah, blah." And he said, "Don't worry, I'll pick you up, everything will be fine." And a couple hours later, I was talking to Mom and Dad on the phone, and they said, "How's everything going?" I said, "It's okay. Stephen picked me up, he made me some spaghetti for dinner, everything's gonna be fine." And Dad said, "Oh, he made you some spaghetti." And it was just a really serendipitous moment that Stephen had thought to take care of me in the exact way that Dad had thought to take care of Mom so many years before. And if that's a sign that anything that we have to come is as wonderful as your marriage or as Hanny and Lorraine's marriage, then we will both count ourselves as very lucky people.
I've known Julie and her family my whole life. Even from a young age, Julie was wise well beyond her years. My siblings, the Clarks, and the Aries, we would play pretend as kids, go to the magical town Majorca. Every time we did, Julie always would play the older sister. She would love to go on adventures in this wonderful fantasy world, but always caring for her younger siblings. Julie retained that sense of adventure as she grew up and brought Stephen to all the places you see before you at your tables. Stephen and Julie balance each other out. Stephen's youthfulness tempers Julie's fast-paced lifestyle. Julie's ambition fuels Stephen as he pursues his own goals. It's clear to anyone that's known them over the near decade they've been together that Julie and Stephen make each other better, both as individuals and as a couple. I can't wait to see where they take each other as they enter this new phase of their lives. Now, most speeches end with me telling Julie something cliche like, "Welcome to the family," but you've been family as long as I've been alive, so welcome home.
We have always loved Julie, a strong and courageous young woman who knows her own mind and stands her ground. Our families love to play games. You name it, we play it. Card games like Canasta or Euchre, board games like Catan, and our new love, digital games like Jackbox. We have a nickname for Julie too. We call her Swoop. Because let me tell you, this girl is smart and she swoops in and wins most games.
I'm so happy that you found your soulmate, your prince, and your lobster.
Stephen was dating a girl from high school, and we overheard a bit of their conversation while we were at the cottage. She was not too pleased that he was there with other girls. She was particularly worried that he might have a crush on Allison Clark, Glenn's daughter, who was the same age as him. I can remember sitting at the cottage with Allison and Kathy looking out the picture window at the lake while Stephen and Julie were swimming alone together. Kathy looked at us and said, "I think Stephen's girlfriend is worried about the wrong girl."
My brother is one of the softest men I know. He likes to act like a big tough guy, but inside, he's made of pudding.
Stephen has always been a tender-hearted person with a love for babies and little kids and compassion for the elderly. He cares deeply and passionately about his family and extended family and is someone who is always there for us when we need him. We are so proud of the young man he has become.
Our families have known one another and grown up together. Our joy at this union could therefore not be greater. We've always felt like family, but today we truly are.